welcome to Talking in Prescott Valley. I'm Marnie.
Cut.
Huh? What?
Are you sure we're in Talking in Prescott Valley?
Yeah, it's our show we're doing.
No, Marnie. New location, new name.
Oh, that's right. New location, new studio. We kind of added our new backdrop here, Prescott Valley Chamber of Commerce, making a positive difference everywhere, every day. But it's community connections, and we feel when we were discussing the name with not only Mark and Eddie and Gloria and Brady and myself, when we talk about what's going on in our community, it's just not about Prescott Valley. It's about the whole community. And so we changed it. Community Connections. So let us know what you think. You can always email me at marnie@pvchamber.org. But we have a wider reach than Prescott Valley, but we're really proud of our community and the fact that we're the Prescott Valley Chamber of Commerce. So we're going to get right into it because, like I said, Community Connections is all over the community. And there's a new organization in town, a new arts organization, and everybody knows my passion for the arts. And joining me is Maria Fleury, Joni Cole, and Henry Fleury, and we're talking about the new Arizona Philharmonic, or as the in-group gets to call it,
the AZ Phil.
AZ Phil. So who's going to start us off and say, what is this, and how did this come to be?
Arizona Philharmonic.
Yes, Henry.
It's the new Prescott area professional orchestra. We feel like it's time that Prescott Valley and Chino Valley and all of us together are grown up and we're ready for our own professional orchestra. We're excited about it. Our first concert is coming up on August 26th at 5 p.m. Tickets are available through Yavapai College PAC, Performing Arts Center, or our website, azphil.org. And that's the intro.
Can I add something to the spirit of the thing?
Please.
Hi,
Yes, please,
I'm
Joni.
Joni again. I'm really good at interrupting these guys. I think that's why they put me in the middle. So the Arizona Phil is really just a new way for our local musicians to play. There have been so many wonderful community ensembles that already exist, and this is just kind of the next level, the next way that people can go. It is an auditioned orchestra, and you'll see a lot of the same players that play locally in other
Prescott Chamber
groups.
Orchestra with a Prescott Chorale, and so a lot of these groups, these players, have been included in the orchestra,
okay.
and then it's an auditioned orchestra, auditioned across the state, and we have people from the Phoenix Symphony, from the Tucson Symphony, Arizona Opera
wow.
Orchestra, Flagstaff
Yes.
Symphony. So it's really fun to get people from Prescott with people around Arizona, and I can't wait to see what comes from the conversations, like at meals and stuff like that.
Oh, okay. So when you say professional, how is that, what defines professional?
That's a great question. So basically, professional means that the people who are doing this group, their lives are dedicated to music. They're practicing every day. They're buying instruments that are top level, and they have the experience that when you come together with a short rehearsal time we have, we can just bring it out for
something
you.
together.
Yeah, really exciting concert.
Now, how long are the concerts usually?
This concert's about an hour and a half.
And consists of how many different numbers?
Well, there'll be four.
Five.
Of course, the national anthem is in there. And
Six.
Oh, Henry, we'll keep counting.
And it's wonderful. All the works are by Henry. He was asked to put this concert on by the Yavapai College. And
Wow.
yeah, and it has actually 2 world premieres, which means nobody in the world ever has heard this music before. And
And it's going to be at this concert
gonna
on
be at this concert.
August 26th.
August 26th.
So will all the performances be at the Performing Arts Center at Yavapai College?
No. The cool thing about this orchestra is it's a collaborative orchestra, and it's a unique business model. We have several organizations involved in supporting it. So there's Chaparral Arts, which is a nonprofit supporting the performing arts. There's Yavapai College, there's Prescott Chorale, and there's the Performing Arts Center. So all of these organizations are contributing to the season of the orchestra by programming concerts that involve the orchestra. It's really pretty cool.
So one of the highlights is going to be this December at Yavapai College with all of the choral union, they call it, all of the different choirs there, the master chorale and others. We'll be doing Messiah,
Oh, wow.
which
Oh, my
will be incredible.
Yes.
Such a feather in our cap here in the first season.
And
Absolutely.
I'm also excited about the October concert with Prescott Chorale, which is a Bach festival. So we have lots of things going on with the orchestra.
So in this type of the Philharmonic, when you come to these concerts, you'll be hearing something that you don't hear everywhere else. This is
something new or maybe music you're
True.
familiar with, but you just don't hear it anywhere. An opportunity to really get involved in some classical.
Absolutely, absolutely. And it's, the first concert is what they call cutting edge, but it is a journey, it's an artistic journey. So you come in with the excitement of the fanfare, and then there's a lighthearted piece called Ragtime. The piece that is probably the most emotionally gripping is the piece that Henry wrote. Do you want to talk about that a little bit?
Oh, this is a piano concerto called Currents. And so I've lived in Prescott with Maria and our family for about 16 years and taught a generation of piano students here. But I grew up in New Orleans, and when Hurricane Katrina hit, I was incredibly emotionally touched. Struggled with it.
Absolutely.
And
Yeah.
eventually it came time to write a piano concerto, and I decided to focus on that theme. The piano concerto is about New Orleans' relationship with water before, during, and after Katrina. And it takes you along that sort of journey and that struggle.
Wow.
Well, Henry, I knew you were talented. I just didn't realize how deep it went. Good grief.
No pun
I'm
intended.
excited. Yeah. You want to host the show?
You're good, you're good. That improv stuff. What we find is musicians or any type of artist love to perform, and you give them the opportunity and set the stage for them, no matter whether they're musicians or, vocalists, performing arts actors, and we love to get out there and perform and do something. And this is such a great opportunity for some new music and another type of concert to be able to take advantage of in our whole community.
Yes.
Now, are season tickets going to be available?
The tickets, because it's collaborative, the tickets for the events at Yavapai College are through YPAC.
Right.
And the Arizona Philharmonic's concert is azphil.org.
Okay.
And then the Prescott Chorale, those tickets are available through their website, which I'm not going to say because I'm not exactly sure, but I believe it's
But
prescottchorale.org.
you can also reach it through our website.
And, oh, yes, you can
And
also.
I see that the October performance will be at St. Luke's Episcopal Church. And I know they
Yes.
have a beautiful venue too,
Yes.
you can perform. I know you've got some music you're going to do for us, but we're running out of time, but we got more time because we're just going to take a short break. And then when we come back, we're going to listen a little bit to what you're playing and give folks an idea of the opportunity to, again, Arizona Philharmonic right here in our community. So it's great to have you both. You two are so talented, Joni on stage. Amazing talent here. And so we're going to take a short break here on Community Connections. Eddie, we got it right? I'll probably fumble with that for a while, but we're excited with the new name and the studio. So we'll be right back after this short message. Thank you for joining us.
Did you know dragging chains can spark a wildfire?
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Welcome back to Community Connections here with on Channel 56, Mark and Eddie. Thank you so much. New name, new place. We're having fun. And I'm joined by Maria and Henry Fleury.
Yay!
Sandwiching. Joni Cole right in the middle.
Yay.
We're talking about the new Arizona Philharmonic, or AZ-Phil, as I'm in the group to say. What we were talking about during the break is how much talent there is in this community. I mean, all the way across. And when you talk about, people living in Cordes driving in to perform and play in the different concerts and things like that, or up to Slegman. I mean, you live in the outskirts, but that doesn't mean, you're hiding your talent. You're just choosing to live in a different place, but you give them an opportunity to play. And it's wonderful.
Absolutely. I completely agree, and I've been part of several organizations that have been so important to the growth of the arts in Prescott, both on the stage, for acting and music and orchestra. And so because of the work they've done, it's made this orchestra possible. It's bringing us all to a new level. And the orchestra, this orchestra is going to be exciting because we have a mix of musicians. Peter Bay is coming in from Austin. He is our conductor from the Austin Symphony. And then, for instance, we get to come together to make a very dramatic, very happy and sad and patriotic, all these emotions in this concert. In Henry's work for Currents, for his piano concerto, for instance, the end of the second movement is all about the hurricane, and you can imagine what that is. And so Peter Bay will shape that down at the end of the second movement as James DeLeon, our pianist, he's a Steinway artist, and his dramatic range is tremendous. So he's got the power of the hurricane. He's bringing it down as the hurricane goes away and everybody's gone. And so the piano goes, and then this instrument that's called the waterphone comes in.
What? That's called a what?
Waterphone.
Waterphone.
There is water inside of this, and you get this sound on the silence of the orchestra.
Can you hear the loneliness?
Yes.
So it's the pain that's left. It's the emptiness of the city. And then as people come back to the city, the third movement really, for me, captures, while I was there and hearing people's stories, they were coming back, their pain, their hope, their strength. I mean, things were built and they were torn back down again. People didn't realize that. So, and then there's the New Orleans tradition of the jazz funeral. And there were people who we lost. And so in the growth of this courage that everybody had, Henry has woven in a solo for the clarinet. Scott Richardson is one of our local fabulous clarinetists. He will take over that, and they'll go into the hymn, Nearer My God to Thee, and that will carry us out to the end of the concerto.
Wow. Where do you get tickets? That's incredible.
www.azphil.org.
Because it really, truly is more, it's a whole experience of all the senses.
Absolutely.
And I have to tell you, because when I'm not a musician, although I appreciate musicians and love studying music, when I'm watching an orchestra, I love to pay attention and listen to pull out the individual instruments. So I know when the oboe's playing, or I hear the different ones, so I start looking for who's playing at that particular time and kind of involve myself in not only the music and the experience of it, but also the kind of the education of, it's just, I love it. I love it. It's a great opportunity to take the kids to, and expose them to music, because we always know that education and the arts for the children are so important in shaping them, in bringing them into maybe performing and giving them their pathway to success.
And that's why we're doing a collaboration with Big Brothers Big Sisters. We're doing a hands-on workshop where they get to be composers themselves, and then they'll get tickets.
Yes.
I know, right? Then they'll get tickets to come to the orchestra and
can watch.
understand. They'll have a much more authentic connection to the music.
Right. So, okay, let's talk about August 26th is the first concert, the inaugural concert, and again features James DeLeon
Yes.
and your work.
My work. Maria
Amazing.
Fleury also has a solo on marimba. At the
Ragtime.
end of the piece. At the second
She's
half.
amazing. She's totally amazing. They go back. They've been around us a long time, and I've known them for many, many years. And a lot of shows talk about their Chaparral Arts Festival, but and the music with the kids and what you've done. So again, hearing you, that's terrific.
Great.
So this particular concert is all instrumental.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Okay, and then you could go on your calendar and mark October the 6th is the Bach Festival.
Yes, with Prescott Chorale.
Fun. December 1st is, your Messiah. I know, look at Joni going, yes.
I'll be in that one.
In the choir. And then March 23rd and 24th, you'll have
Carmina
Burana.
with the ballet.
Yeah,
Victoria.
choir, a small, it's 5 percussion, 2 piano, and the Victoria Ballet is coming in, and that's at Pike College also.
And that'll
Yes.
be
It will
pretty
be
cool.
blockbuster.
Wow, we are so fortunate. We are so fortunate to live here
Yes.
and have these kinds of opportunities. But again, to you and everyone that drove developing this,
Yes.
Kudos, congratulations.
And we still need a lot of help. We're always looking for volunteers. We're going to be launching a crowdfunding platform with Mighty Cause. So if you can contribute financially, that's wonderful. If you want to just give us your time, or even just spreading the word. Tell people that
Bring a
it's
friend.
happening. Bring a friend to the concert.
In fact,
all help.
If you have
will
friends
help
that you're
us.
like, Prescott, what? Why would you live there? Invite those friends to come to this concert, and they'll be like, oh, Prescott, right?
Right.
Oh, no, I tell everybody
Right,
about
so do
Prescott.
why it's great to live here.
Oh, yeah.
And for the arts is one of the big reasons, is you've got the best that you would find in any city,
Right.
all the way across the board.
And it's right here in the mountains and lovely and.
And it's like
no
a
traffic.
third of the price.
Right? Exactly.
Please invite our veterans to visit vettix.com or
Great.
org, is it? Vettix.
I'm not certain, actually.
Visit our website, and ask azphil.org, and we'll connect you to the Vet Ticks.
Because we have complimentary tickets for them.
For the veterans.
Wow, wow. So again, reaching out into the community, making it happen, you're reaching the vets, you're reaching the kids, and then pulling all the rest of us, lovers of music, lovers of the arts there to, well, I look forward to being there and helping you make it a success, because I think getting the word out, it's brand new, it's inaugural, we all need to just kind of take a chance and go see something new, you know, and enjoy an afternoon or an evening, and I always say make it date night, or, you know, have dinner before or something after, and make it a whole evening.
And you can say you were at the very first concert.
Well, I know I will be. Then I'm going to come back and talk about it, because I want to hear, well, Henry, I want to hear your work. I'm actually really excited about that.
Oh, so am I.
Yeah, and you want everybody else to, too. So I'll join you so we can get tickets for the inaugural concert, Currents, and that will be on August 26th, and you can go to the Pike Performing Arts website.
Yes.
All right, thank you all for joining us. We'll take a short break. We'll be right back.
You are the national parks, and no matter who you are or where you come from, the parks are you too.
And welcome back to Community Connections. I'm Marnie Uhl, your host, and joining me now is Elisa Kuhl, co-founder of Another Journey, a wonderful organization helping young women that are aging out of the foster care system. Welcome, Elisa. Thank you for being here. And also is Hope Alexander. She's an event planner, because there's a great event that's coming up that's working to benefit Another Journey, and that is Classy Canine's Dog of the Year. And who doesn't love our furry friends? So hello, ladies, welcome.
Thank you for having us.
Okay, let's go, Elisa. I'm going to just start off with you. Give me Another Journey. I know I mentioned a few words when I opened, but again, what are you all about?
So Another Journey was founded to really help the transition for young women aging out of foster care. When they turn 18, they age out of foster care, and there are services available that they can partake of, but a lot of times they don't have housing. And so Another Journey was founded so that we could really provide that critical piece that really brings stability for these young women, so that they can take part in all the wonderful things that Yavapai College has to offer, the great businesses in our community. There's a lot available to these young people, but if they don't have housing, it's really hard for them to have the stability to then move forward in their life. So we're super grateful to be in a community that has really rallied around us and allowed us to open up a home this summer, and we're in the process of receiving our first young woman. And so it's super exciting to be able to really provide a basic building block to a young woman having some opportunities to really be successful because she's got a stable living environment.
Right.
So that's what we're
Home
all
base,
about.
got a home base, that basically is
Exactly.
shelter.
Exactly.
So when you're done with this particular house, how many young women will you be able to accommodate?
So we can hold 4. This is just a 3-bedroom, 2-bath home. So we have a house parent that lives on site and then 2 girls to a room. And so this is really our phase 1. We'll be unrolling over the next year. Our phase 2 is going to be a tiny community, but that's still in the development stages. So we're starting right now with this home to be able to house 4 girls initially.
Excellent. Well, in order to roll this out, you need funding. I mean, I applaud you, but an undertaking such as this requires substantial, resources.
It does.
And so you've had a series of, up to this point, a couple of events, introducing all of us to another journey, but also giving us an opportunity to gather and have fun and support the organization. So you have one coming up now, big, and as I mentioned, furry friends, and who doesn't love our furry friends, me being one of the biggest wimps ever with 2 of them. So let's talk about what's coming up, and Hope, I'm going to ask you about that.
Well, we have, our event is called, like you said, Classy Canines Dog of the Year event. It's going to be held on August 10th at 6 o'clock at Rafter 11. Preceding that, though, in order to get our dogs, because the top 10 dogs will go to that event and be honored, get to show their talent, walk the red carpet. It will be definitely a glamorous evening to get dressed up and community together. But August 5th is our auditions, and it's going to also be at Rafter 11 from 1 to 5. We will, it's a $20 registration fee. We are inviting anybody that has a dog, where you think your dog has talent or not. We would love personality. It's about putting on a great show, the following weekend. We really just want to bring awareness to a great cause, have fun, because we know our community loves, like you said, their furry friends, and just do it right, do it together. And in the end, we're gonna have Raskin's Jewelers that is designing some wonderful gifts that the dogs are going to receive to honor the Dog of the Year, and a couple other things. So, yeah, it's going to be a night to remember. I think it's our launching ground, and I can't wait to have it be a yearly event.
So are all breeds of dogs welcome to audition?
All sizes, all breeds. Not all temperaments. We want, obviously, our friendly,
Right.
loving dogs.
Yeah. Your guard dog.
Not that we don't love our guard dogs, and there's a place for them, but no, we
Right.
we definitely want to just have owners and community. We have an online award that we're going to be presenting. If you do feel that you look like your dog, we ask that you go on our Facebook and our Instagram, and you can vote and share, and each share gets 2 votes, and each time somebody likes your picture of you and your dog, you get a vote, and that person actually wins free tickets to the event. We will honor you during our Yappy Hour.
There's really people that do look like their dogs.
They really do.
Yeah.
And somehow the personalities just, connect that way.
It happens. It just happens. So, okay, all breeds are welcome. Anything specific that if somebody was looking at saying, I want to bring my dog, do they need to plan on having tricks? Do they need to plan on having them dressed up a certain way? Or they just, whatever your dog's personality is?
Absolutely. We want your dog's personality to come through. We want, if you have a trick, lay down, sit, they juggle the ball, whatever the talent you think your dog has is. I mean, some dogs speak, some dogs sing. Anything that's fun like that.
I'll be there to see that. Sing.
The howling, you gotta love it.
And let's also say that this is not a competition of cuteness or prettiness, or somebody might say, well, I've got this beautiful, bulldog who has this darling overbite that would probably never be most beautiful dog of the year, but he's got this great trick or this great personality.
Absolutely. That's exactly what we're looking for. It's about putting on a show, having fun, making people laugh. A great
Engaging.
bulldog, right, with an overbite or underbite is going to be
Charming.
beautiful
I love that.
for our audience to see. We will have a judge's pick. We will have an audience pick. Part of our
one is each one of these girls has a story. So to kind of piggyback on that, we know that dogs have amazing stories. Some have rescued people, some have just helped, grandchildren through sick times. Some of them are loving and caring and help their owners just with depression and issues like that. We want to hear your dog's story. So that's one of the elements that we want to bring to it, is having that dog's story come out, and we will be having an audience vote for that part.
Well, we have this wonderful story, and now we've got a very short time to jump over here. So the top 10 dogs are selected, and then they're invited to the August 10th event that is open to everyone, starting at 5 o'clock. And you can come on out and view the dogs, and they'll be competing at that time. But you can purchase tickets, and how do you get tickets?
Tickets are online, anotherjourney.org. You click on the events tab, and you can purchase your tickets there. And hearty hors d'oeuvres, so it's just from 6 to 9 on Friday night. It's going to be a great
And we
time.
want to have come out and have a good time. And your website again?
www.anotherjourney.org. And we're super grateful to our community, Marnie, of awesome sponsors who have really stepped up
They
to
have
make this
stepped
a
up,
great
yeah.
event.
And we want to
So
thank
many
Raptor
of them.
11. And if you don't know, they already have a dog-friendly patio. So if you're looking for your own, as they said down here, yappy hour, but you can bring your dog or for coffee or scones, but it's a wonderful, wonderful patio and a night. But this night, only the top 10 dogs. You leave your dogs at home if you're not there, and come on out and join us.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Thank you, ladies.
you
Thank
so
you for
much.
all. Community Connection will be back in 2 weeks with more of what's going on in our community.